Ahoy, mateys! The Discourse Syndicate has been taken over, pirate style, by the Degen Roundtable. Welcome, ladies and been asked to fill in for the captain for the night because he is busy and doing things. And so I just made this stream and I am getting used to the producer chair. So this is quite the interesting setup that you guys got here. So I like all of your guys branding and everything that y'all have over here so much. This is freaking awesome and fantastic. I don't see anything in the comments. I don't even know if I'm streaming in the right places. I'm pretty sure this is going up on the Discourse Syndicate YouTube. So if anyone out there is able to give me some feedback that this is actually streaming in the right place, that would be most appreciated. Other than that, I'm just kind of winging it. So here's hoping that everything is going well, and that the folks at home are all enjoying the FN Hangout. Oh man. Oh, okay. It is working. Okay, I'm at the Discourse Syndicate, Degen Roundtable FN Hangout. We are live right now. I can see myself on screen. This is good. And there's 4 people watching, but I am muted on my own screen. So very nice. I chose the thumbnail for tonight at, at like a very, very quick whim. I had no idea what I was going to talk about. I just got done doing book club with Zenith. We were talking about Alpha God and the history of evolutionary psychology and how it applies to cryptocurrency and things of today. And that was a very good stream. Good little 2-hour conversation over there. And then I got off and realized that I had to come over here and run the Discourse Syndicate show. So here I am. Some of the things that are on my mind, I guess I'll bring up. And if anyone decides to join, then so they can join. I suppose I should copy and paste the StreamYard link out there right now. So I'll put that in the comments. And I suppose I don't run the Discourse Syndicate Twitter. So I guess I should type in, if you wanna join, there we go, join the stream, bam, then there is the link. Bazinga. So there you guys go. Um, yeah, there's some things on my mind that I want to chat about in Hexaco. One of the things is delayed gratification, and also respecting people's privacy, respecting people's aims at secrecy. There's some stuff that's going on in Hexaco that people are trying to respect the privacy of, and I think that that's important. I think that I come from the military. I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years and some change, and one of the things that they often said was that loose lips sink ships. And so the idea of that is like, if there's a whole bunch of people going out on a deployment and a couple of them say like one or two things, like one of them says like, oh, we're going to Afghanistan, or like this very specific little province in Afghanistan, and another one says, oh, this is the date that we're leaving, and another one says that like, oh, this is the ship that we're going to be on. Like, if enough people find and collect all that information, then they put everything all together, or they have the ability to put everything together, and then they can ruin the mission, they can ruin the element of surprise, they can take away the they can take away the, oh, what's the word, the power of the individuals that are going out to try and do a thing. So if you know that there's some actions that some people are trying to do that could potentially make the thing that you're doing more valuable, and they're trying to maintain a level of privacy, then you can help them out in their endeavor to make the thing that you own more valuable by assisting them in their endeavor to keep it private. So that's the thing that I would try and encourage people to think about, is like, hey, if folks are trying to keep a secret, you can do one of two things. You can be at war with their decision, or you can be in a position of friendship with their decision, where you either help them achieve the thing that they're trying to do, or you can get in the way of them trying to do the thing that they're doing. So this is one of the great problems of having a whole bunch of people that are always 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 eager for information, and always eager for uh the juicy news and the sauce and the edge. It's like, if everybody knew everything that was going to happen, then there would be no edge, there would be no sauce. It would all be priced in, and we would find ourselves in the scenarios where everyone's always just front running everything, and we miss out on all of the incredible price action that could happen. Thank you, Mr. Mike. I see you over there from the Joe Rogan the Joe Rogan Experience. We got Mr. Mike L. I agree. Not everyone needs to know everything. Yeah, absolutely. Privacy is important. Like, this is the reason that Tornado Cash exists. This is the reason that Railgun exists. There was a really great topic given at a really great speech given at one of the Ethereum. It was either an Ethereum convention or Ethereum meetup or something. But the Tornado Cash guys, they talked about, or maybe not the Tornado Cash guys, but somebody talked about why it's important to not live in a city full of glass houses, because when everyone can see everything that everyone's doing, then it takes a lot of individuals' power away. And there's this really good speech. I wish that I remembered it, or I wish that I could link it for you guys. But that's an excellent thing to think about. So that's what's on my mind as of now. Other than that, I suppose I'll ramble on here for 20 or 30 minutes, and then if nobody joins, then I'll probably pop off. I'm not entirely sure how the Discourse Syndicate goes a lot of the times. I know that the captain will sometimes ramble on about some things and then close the show out, and other times there will be people on and we'll go for 4 hours. I know that one of the times I was on with Kool-Aid, we kept the show going till like 1 in the morning over here in Texas time, and so that was a doozy. But let's see, we got Mr. Siege Wolf says seems dangerous to not ask questions. Maybe the loose lips should be addressed. I don't disagree. I think that I think that the principle of the thing is what's important. I don't think that necessarily calling people out and scolding people for actions is as important as like talking about what kind of actions could be potentially problematic. So I think that it's important to address um, secrecy and privacy and things of that nature. And I also think that nobody wants to do any harm to the chain. Everybody, people that do share information, they probably share because they're excited, or they probably share because they have a really cool thought, or it makes them feel good, you know. And so sometimes people do things without thinking about the consequences of their actions. And I have no idea why people talk about things. I have no idea why people share pictures or do photos and stuff. This is just my own way of thinking. So I'm out here speaking publicly on the internet, and I'm not here to shame anybody or to say that people are bad or that they're doing wrong thing. I'm simply trying to say that, like, if you're on someone's team, then it behooves one to think about the actions that one's taking and whether the end result of those actions is in congruence with the team that one is supporting. So no hate, no judgment, no nothing. I'm simply trying to talk about things that people might otherwise not be thinking about. So I agree that the principle of loose lips should be addressed, but I don't think that it does anyone good to call people foolish, or to there's a really good quote somewhere about it's it it doesn't do any good to attack a person's character. It does do good to talk about the principles. Like, we don't describe people as the last action that they took. We describe them as the summation of all of the things that they do. So, like, if I'm a guy that plays baseball, and I mess up a game. I don't know if I can swear on this on this channel, so I guess I'll avoid it until directed otherwise. But if I'm a person that plays baseball and I mess up a game, there's a difference between calling myself a loser and thinking that I'm a loser, or other people calling me a loser. And also, there's a difference between that example number one, right, and example number two, which is like, I did the actions one time that caused a loss to happen. That doesn't mean that I'm a loser. It simply means that I went through actions that had an outcome. And so there's a framing technique there. We don't. It is, in my mind, it is best not to describe oneself as a as something that has a negative connotation to it. It is good to describe our actions, and to talk about the things that we do, both positive and negative, and to gain the lessons from them. Um, but I don't think that it's a good thing to draw attention to the characteristics of a person. And thank you for the the Quattro Cinco tats being amazing. I appreciate it, broski. I got this a while ago. Shout out to all my fellow Quattro Cinco Hexicans out there. I love all you guys, and I love all of you that don't do Quattro Cinco Hexix. Like, you're all cool. I thought that it would be nifty to have a little tribalism thing to let people know that I'm part of the team, I'm part of the crew, and a lot of people ask me when I'm like walking around, like, "Oh, what do the 4 5s mean?" Like, everyone knows what bullets are. A lot of people know what, like, little symbols are. People know what, like, compasses are. But the Quattro Cinco, that's a good conversation starter. And I always started off with, like, "Oh, have you heard of, like, the marshmallow problem, the delayed gratification thing, where there was a teacher in a class full of students. I think they were like second grade or kindergarten or something. They were young kids, and she goes around handing out marshmallows to the students, and she says, like, "Hey, you all get one marshmallow, and I'm going to leave the classroom for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back, and the people who still have their marshmallow on their desk and they haven't eaten it, they'll get another marshmallow, and the people who do eat their marshmallow, it's like, you get to enjoy your marshmallow and you don't get a second one." That's the idea. And so about half the class ate the marshmallow and the other half didn't eat the marshmallow. And then I think that the teacher proceeded to, like, he or she wrote it down and kept track of those students that decided to eat the marshmallow and the ones that didn't eat the marshmallow, and just follow them through life. And there was a general bell curve, um I don't want to say consensus, but there was a general bell curve pattern that happened, where the kids that followed the delayed gratification model and chose not to eat the marshmallow in the beginning of their life, they tended to do that more often in the rest of their life. And the ones that did eat the marshmallow, they did they did other non-gratification stuff throughout their life. And so, not to say that anyone was better or worse, but they saw more success and more similar delayed gratification things that generally tend to lead to success with the marshmallow kids. So I open up with that little story for anyone that asks about the Quattro Cinco tattoo. And then I tell them that it means delayed gratification. 5,555 when put into days translates out into about 15.2 years. And so the tattoo symbolizes the importance that I put on delayed gratification and saving something, saving the cool thing now for so that way I can have a cool thing later. So thank you for the shout out and the appreciation, broski. We've also got Mr. Ian J Dub, who says that everybody says that they want a delayed gratification until it's actually tested. Yes, absolutely. Um and so like, really, what I think that this boils down to, Ian J Dub, is that some people say that they do things and some people do things. So it's a question of, like, are folks a man of their word, or are they not? Are they all hot air, or are they of action? Are they people of substance that follow the things that they say that they're going to do? So there we go. We've also got Susie Q saying, "We love you, Will. XOXO. I wait for 2 marshmallows." Absolutely. Good to see you, Susie Q. Shout out to Susie Q. We were at the Pulse Chain conference together. We got a selfie. It's awesome to see you, Susie Q. Glad to see you on stream again, and I'm glad that you wait for the 2 marshmallows. That's an excellent decision. There's sometimes in life where we have to eat the marshmallow right off the bat, and I think that, if you spend your whole life waiting for so I'll backtrack a little bit here. I think that it's fantastic to put most of your effort into delayed gratification. If I had to put, like, a ratio to it, I would say like 80-20 or maybe 70-30 of delayed gratification to immediate gratification. You know, it's important to have a little bit of hedonism and to indulge from time to time, so that way, keeps the motivation up and keeps the spirits high. But for the most part, delayed gratification, it yields so many more general good things in life than immediate gratification. So excellent, and I agree, Suzy Q. Love you too. We've got Mr. Funkmaster Hex rolling in. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening to you too, Mr. Funkmaster X. Shout out to the Trailer Park Boys Julian of Hexico. Mr. Funkmaster Hex, always raising the glass, always giving the toast. Good evening to you too, broski. We love to see you, man. And reminder to hit the damn like button. Yes, guys, hit the like button. I'm standing in for the captain and for Wild SJ today, so I'd appreciate it if you guys hit the like button. You don't have to, but that's a thing that would make me feel better. So excellent. And then Suzy Q, absolutely, there is a time for both. Yes, we do the delayed gratification and the immediate gratification. That's how we have fun in life, and that's also how we get nice things. It shoot, what does it remind me of? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know, carpe the diem, but also store the acorns in the tree for winter time. So there you go. Let's see. So those are some of the things that I wanted to talk about. One was the loose lips sink ships, which is just the general principle of, if people want to keep something private, then you can help them keep it private, or you cannot help them keep it private. So um, if you're a small cog in a big machine, and you agree with the direction the machine is going, it helps to be turning in the same direction as everything else. And you don't have to. Again, we're all given free will. We're all given the choice to do to do things in line with each other, or to not do things in line with each other. So I guess I can expand on that a little bit. Um, the general principle behind that is love and war, the two human relations that everything boils down to between people. You can either be inflicting your will on other people, or you can be helping other people get the things that they want done. That's uh that's one of the things I learned from the Marine Corps, is that the object of war is not to kill people, it's not to blow up ships, it's not to do whatever. The object of war is to impose your will on the enemy, on the opposition, on your counterparts. So we can take that principle and we can apply it to any sort of human interaction. We can apply it to, a boss and an employee. Is the employee at war with the boss? Is the boss at war with the employee? Is the employer at war with either of those two? Is the employer in a position of friendship with those things? Right? Is the employee assisting the employer in their endeavor to get the thing done that they want? Is the is the and, and same vice versa? Is the employer helping the employee become more powerful, become stronger, become a better employee, become a better person, get all of their goals done, go and see the family they want, make the money that they need, et cetera, et cetera? It's a two-way street, and everyone has to decide, like, at what point do I cut off the people in my life that are at war with me? At what people do I reinforce the relationships that I have, where I am like rewarding people who are helping me get the things that I want done. If you're constantly butting heads with your significant other, or with your friends, or with your whomever, then you're essentially at war with that person, and you have to come to a decision of, like, am I going to continue being at war with them? I can't control whether or not they're at war with me. All that I can control are my own actions and my own interpretation of things. So, something for you guys to think about. All human relationships either boil down to one of two things: it's love or it's war. So I appreciate all of you guys that are watching right now. I presume that you're in a position of love and friendship and awesomeness with me. And if you're at war with me, then I'll probably notice in the chats you guys start typing some crazy things, or trying to get the stream banned, or hitting the dislike button or whatever. It's like, those are the two options. It's like, you can hit the like button, you can hit the dislike button, and it's also feedback. So, like, people that are at war with you, you could take that as feedback, as like, oh, perhaps I'm not the type of person, or I'm not doing the type of thing that other people want to be around, or be alongside. You can take that, and you can use that information to reevaluate, like, oh, is the track that I'm on the track that I want to continue to be on? Do I want people to listen to me? Do I want people to want to be around me? If I'm a recluse and people are telling me they don't like me, then I'm doing the thing that I want to do, and I'm getting the result that I want. So, like, in that point, the decision that you would make from the feedback that you receive is like, I'm on the correct course, I'm on the straight and narrow. No need to trim the sails, no need to adjust the rudder or anything. Just keep sailing straight as is. But if you're a person that wants to be around other people, and you constantly get feedback that other people are trying to be at war with you, then you have to take a hard look at yourself and say, like, okay, am I surrounding myself with bad types of people, or am I surrounding myself with people that are giving me feedback that I'm doing things that they don't like? If you want people to like you, you got to do things that they like. That's the general incentivization process. So there you guys go. Some more philosophical ramblings from your truly. We've got a question from Susie Q. What is happening with the mailer? Are they meeting up yet? Susie, I'm gonna refer back to this. This is an excellent question, and I would love to answer it. And I'm not going to say if I'm in a position to answer it or not, but I will say that they're trying to keep this information private. We are all excited and we all do want to know, but I'm of the opinion that if I had information, or if I know somebody who has information on it, then, like, irrespective of my excitement of or the value of the information, if I'm on their team and they're trying to not spread information about it, then it would behoove me to also not spread information about it. So as far as what's happening with the mailer, I'm going to have to plead the fifth and not confirm or deny that I know anything, because that's the thing that I think is the correct thing to do. Because at the end of the day, I'm on the team of whoever's doing the mailing stuff. I'm over here in Texas, so I don't know. There's not a lot of like places for ships. I guess there's plenty of ports in Texas. But anyways, the long and short of it is I can't or won't or don't know, or like there's not a whole lot of talking that I can do about this. So that's my that's the point that I want to make about the loose slip sinking ships is I'm on the team of the people that are doing the mailers. One of the things that they've said many times is that they're trying to keep the information private, or they're not spreading the information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be on their team, and I'm going to continue to not spread the information on their behalf, to continue doing the things that they're already doing. So there's been other people who have spread information, and they've done different things as a result of that spreading of information. But that's not something that I'm going to be doing, because of my own personal interpretation, and just kind of knowing the general gist of um how people act when they're trying to maintain an aura of confidentiality and things of that nature. So I'm going to respect that, and that's the position that I hold. So there you go. Question from Ian J. Dub. What controversy happened recently? I don't go on X to preserve my already limited IQ account count. I also do not go on X a whole lot, but I am friends with people that go on X, and so there's probably a lot of controversy happening. And I do get tagged in some of it, and I ignore a lot of it, because I'm of the same mindset, Ian J. Dub. I have to trim the stuff from my attention. We only get so many units of attention every day. This is another thing for people to think about, is like, imagine every second of every day you get a coin, right? And you're spending that coin. Every time you spend a coin, that second of time is gone and you don't get it back. You can do the same thing with your attention, right? Right now you guys are spending your attention watching the Discourse Syndicate, watching me talk about my thoughts and feelings on this matter. Um you guys are spending your attention to be here with me. Folks that decide to spend their attention on Twitter do so for a multitude of reasons. I choose not to spend my time on Twitter, because I've noticed that when I do spend my time on Twitter, I lose that peace of mind. Similar to what you're saying. Like, you preserve your already limited IQ account, right? What you're saying is your attention is valuable to you, and you want to use it on things that are high leverage, or that generate a good return to you. One of the things that I've noticed is, if I spend a lot of time on Twitter, then I don't get a good return on my attention invested. Now, perhaps I don't know how to use my time wisely on Twitter. That's very possible. Um, but the fact of the matter is I don't know a whole lot of what goes on Twitter, because I don't spend a lot of time there. I'll go on there and I'll post some aphorisms that I'm thinking about. And that's about the extent of my stuff. Occasionally I'll go look at memes and things, but I noticed that if I start consuming too much, then it limits my ability to produce things. And I want to produce a lot of stuff in my limited time here on Earth. Humans get like 30,000 days of life. And so if I can't get those days back, and I'm spending it like looking at really funny memes of terrible maps, which is one of my favorite Twitter accounts. Or if I'm listening to people's drama, then I notice that, like, my attention span of getting my goals accomplished is being lessened and lessened, and my ability to do things that are outside of Twitter decreases and stuff. So I spend a lot of my time away from Twitter, not because I think that I'm like holier than thou or anything. It's just it's not something that I'm good at. I'm also not good at playing baseball, and like I can't swing a bat to save my life. I can swing a sword better than I can swing a bat, but like I know my limits, and I try and play within it. So as far as controversy on Twitter, from what I understand, there's people saying silly things, and there's folks arguing with other people saying like, "Oh, you shouldn't do this thing, or you shouldn't do that thing. My thing is better. Stop liking thing I don't like, or you should like thing that I do like," or something along those lines. What it essentially amounts to, in my opinion, is a whole bunch of small scale war. And I'm not interested, in the most part, in engaging in small scale war or drama or things of that nature. So when people are trying to tell each other what they should be doing and shouldn't be doing on Twitter, it's mostly just like a, hey, I think that my thing is better than your thing, or at least that's how it reads to me. Uh, but it essentially amounts to the like what I was talking about earlier, where human beings can either be at war with each other or they can be in friendship with each other. I love the friendship that's on Twitter, but the problem is that for every 1 unit of friendship, there might not necessarily be 1 unit of war. It might be a 1 to 5. There might be 5 units of war for every 1 unit of friendship. And so in that instance, it's like, oh, I have a 20% signal to noise ratio, right? Like that I have to sift through 80% of things I don't want to see in order to get the 20% of things that I do want to see. And so if I decide that 80 or that 20% is not an efficient use of my time, then it's like, oh, I guess I got to go do other things. And then also you have to think about, or one of the things that I think about anyways, you guys can think whatever you wish. Um, but one of the things that that goes through my mind is I I think about what is the severity of bad thing versus what is the awesomeness of good thing. If the awesomeness of good thing, if measured in units, is a 10, then it's like awesome. I have now added 10 to my attention span, to my goals, to my achievements, to my, whatever you want to quantify as being a good use of your resources. And if negative thing is also a 10, then it's like the scale is balanced. But if awesome thing is 10 and negative thing is 100, then it's like now I have to quantify the severity of bad thing against the awesome the bad weight against the awesome weight. And then I have to do the math of like, oh, 80% of the things that I see are negative or wasteful, and also they're like three times more they're like three times more affecting of my peace of mind and stuff than the positive things. Then it's like, oh shoot, I'm now they start being like multiplicative, and it starts being like a way heavier bit of information that factors into the decision making process of spending my time in this place or not spending my time in this place. So that's some of my stuff. So I got no clue what's going on over on X, other than some people are at war with each other, and there's probably some people at friendship too. But the fact of the matter is that like most of the war that people are at with each other is 3 to 5 times more severe than the amount of friendship that they're showing. This is why I like saying, welcome to Pulse Chain, we love you. I'm 110% behind that message that Sami and SJ and Coffee and RG3 and everyone says is like positivity. It doesn't yield as high attention grabbing results as negativity. So if there's more people being positive, then a couple people being negative can overwhelm that. So the more people you have on the positive team doing the positive thing all the time, the better off the place will be, and the better off the mindset will be, and the better off the branding and the interpretation of the space will be. So I'm all about it. To continue on with the chats, you guys are pretty live out here. Oh, shout out to Hex Monkey, love you, broski. Good to see you again. Most moral and ethical dilemmas in crypto Twitter sphere can be easily resolved. Just ask, what would I do if we were all only real life and no online tech exists? People are reckless behind the keyboard. I agree. There's a level of there is a level of safety and anonymity and being separated from the outcome of your actions. So I think that this is a really good point that you make, Hex Monkey. When you have to deal with people in real life, when your IRL reputation is at stake, folks will often do things a whole lot differently. So if you just extrapolate that and you apply it to the real life, and you act the same way in Twitter as you would act on real life, then you won't find any you won't come to this sort of dilemma. You won't come to this sort of problem. So excellent point, Mr. Hex Monkey. Love to see it, broski. Love to see it. And good to see you too. And a good IRL friend of mine. See him all the places. Imagine if all the trolls, haters, and low life no lifes descended upon the load and unload location. Keeping it private is a no-brainer. Duh. Yeah, exactly. So it's like the in respect to loose lip sink ships. It's like if we've got a whole bunch of people that want to cause a ruckus in Twitter, if they learn about places where there's very real things happening, like it's very easy to destroy stuff. It's very easy to ruin things. It's very easy to knock over towers. It's very easy to burn down a forest. It's very difficult to grow 400,000 trees. It's very difficult to build a building. It's very difficult to create something and get it organized. And it's so like the severity to the risk, right? The likelihood of it happening against the severity of it happening greatly increases when you start removing operational security and you start putting information out there. So that's an excellent point, Pex Monkey. I like it, bro. We've also got cookies in crypto. Oh, there we go. I clicked the wrong one. Cookies in crypto. The first rule of pulse chain marketing is don't talk about pulse chain marketing. I like your twist on that, broski. That's a clever twist, because it can be both interpreted in the positive way, which is don't give away the sauce until the sauce is effective, right? Like you don't often see um artists talking about their art or showing their art before it's done. There's something to be said about that. It's like you don't show the sausage while it's made, otherwise people wouldn't be buying and eating the sausage, because it's not the final product, it's not the effective thing, right? um, it's best to show people the thing after it's done. The only way that like showing the sausage, blah, blah, showing the sausage, wow, that's gonna get clipped. The only way that showing the sausage making process is can be effective is if you turn the process into another piece of art itself. There's the people that do like the time lapse videos of them like sculpting the marble, and a time lapse video of them like making the painting or telling a story while they're doing it, and they just don't show the final piece. They've made a second art piece out of the process of making the art piece. That's not something that I think would be incredibly valuable in this mailer system. Perhaps there will be some videos that are made post production of all this stuff going together, but for now, it's a high risk, low reward to be sharing sensitive information. So, an excellent point. That's the positive interpretation of the cookies and crypto thing. The negative interpretation is like, ah, like don't talk about the thing that we're doing and then talk about the thing that we're doing, or like making fun of the fact that it's not oxymoronic. What's the word for when something is the opposite of what it's supposed to be describing? Anyways, it's so there's two clever ways that I can interpret this comment, and I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and interpret it the positive way. So yes, it is important to not show the product before it's all the way done. I like it. And Susie Q, understandable and smart. Thank you, Susie. We appreciate that. And like I'm sure that the folks that are organizing this thing appreciate it too. And the more things that I could do to play my part in the process of this thing that I'm heavily invested in, like I think the better off it'll all be. The better off it'll be for all of us. So I'm here for the long haul, amigos. Hex Monkey, I've wasted too much time or too much attention, energy in my life, and at my age, let me tell you, it's a big regret. I hope to average down in my remaining decades. Yes, average down the waste is what you're referring to, not average down net. So yes, we want to remove as much waste as possible and keep our time high leverage. And you can measure the leverage of your time by the amount of resources that you spend, whether it's time, money, attention, physical resources, your health, or oh shoot, I wrote a book blog about this. Is the six pillars of value: time, money, energy, attention, resources, and health. Yeah, those are the things. The less of those things that you can spend to get awesome outcome, the higher the leverage is of the stuff that you're doing. So love to see it, broski. Glad that you are reducing the waste. This is fantastic. Siege Wolf says RH himself is the most powerful marketing possible. No mailer will replace this effort, whether he wants or can be public or not. That's an opinion, sir, and you are free to have it. And I will neither agree nor disagree, because I really don't know, man. I have not seen what the mailers are going to do. All I know is the stuff that has led up to the point where I am, and I've been proven wrong so many times when I thought I knew things that were going on, that I'm just gonna eat a slice of humble pie and say like, okay, fuck it, let it be. Let's see what happens. You could be right, bro. You could be very right. RH is definitely a powerful marketer. I think that it would be a weak point to only rely on RH as the only marketing thing that happens in Pulse Chain. Kind of like, if there's one screw that you can undo on a car and it causes the whole car to fall apart, then it's like, oh snap, was your car really like Was it really going to run for a long time anyways? You know, if he is the only thing that can do the marketing, then we might be fucked. But if there's other methodologies where we can all level up our ability to market, whether these pulse chain mailers are from RH himself or whether from someone else, like who the hell really knows? Maybe this is a community run thing. Maybe it's an RH run thing. But like, if he is the most effective tool, then perhaps he might also be the most effective decision maker. And if his decisions that you don't know about are having a result that you also don't know about because time hasn't passed yet, then like it might be worth taking a second to um think about realizations that might not be had yet. Yeah, right. We've got our known knowns, we've got our known unknowns, and then we've got our unknown unknowns. Or we've got our your known knowns, the things that you know about, the things that you know that you don't know about, and the things that you don't know that you don't know about. So I would put this in the unknown unknowns, or maybe in the known unknowns category. And you could be right, bro. And if you are right, then hey, oh well. I guess that what we did was wrong, but like at the end of the day, like how much power do you have to change it, right? Can you make an effective difference? Can you do something differently? If all that we can do is talk about it, and there's no action that comes as a result of the talking, then it's like, okay, I suppose that we've talked. So what I would challenge you to do is, if you want the world to be better, if you want there to be a better effect, then I would encourage you to make it happen. And if you can't make it happen, then like to realize that you're not in a position to make it happen, and then perhaps level yourself up to be more powerful in order to do something like that. So again, I don't know all the answers. All that I know is I try and play my cards that I'm dealt the best that I can, and I also try and level up my hand as much as possible. And there's a whole bunch of cards in that deck that I don't know, and I'm also not very good at counting cards. So we'll see. Susie Q, spring chicken, excellent. Yes, absolutely. Nothing but a bunch of spring chickens here in Pulse Chain. We are all looking beautiful, and we are all going to be hatching as some wonderful little chicks and some wonderful little goslings, and we're gonna grow up to be big fantastic chickens and peacocks and turkeys all one day. So excellent. Hex Monkey disagrees with Siege Wolf, not necessarily. Although I agree that Richard Hart is the most powerful, the mailer is going out to a huge number of people who would otherwise never see RH online or hear about our chain. An excellent point. Good point, Mr. Hex Monkey. I like it. Siege Wolf says measurably, the eyes that Richard Hart brings and brought to Hex has no comparison in the crypto space. So it looks like we're getting into a bit of a debate in the chats. You guys both make some excellent points, and we're agreed. It is a dead horse, so I don't mean to kick it. But it really makes any other marketing feel quantitatively inferior. You could be right. There also could be things that we don't know, so we can factor those into our decision making process as well. It could be a dead horse. Who knows? I certainly don't. Exactly. Don't give out your sausage early. I appreciate the positivity. Yes, guys. Save that sausage for when it's appropriate. Oh man, this is. I hope this doesn't get clipped. That would be quite something. Appreciate the humility, but a football team is not the same without the best striker in the world. We got our best player on the bench. Perhaps, perhaps, or maybe our best player is out recruiting better players. I don't know. I really don't know, bro. You could be right. You could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm almost definitively wrong. If my track record is anything, then I am almost certainly wrong. Uh, and I'll just chalk it back to the unknown unknowns. So with that, ladies and germs, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. This has been a fantastic 43 minutes. Shout out to all of you who came in and watched. There's 15 of y'all. Pat yourselves on the back. I hope SJ and RG3 that I've done a, a serviceable job of taking care of the Discourse Syndicate for this Friday, the beautiful August 29th, year of our Lord 2025. This is Will Stevenson of the DGen Roundtable signing off, and I want to make sure that you all remember to. Oh wait, I don't know where's the exit video. Oh geez, is there an exit video? Let's take a look here. Oh man, I really should have taken a look at all of this production stuff before. before getting on. In the meantime, enjoy some Gilbert Gottfried. Hex is better than Bitcoin.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and I just want to say Hex is better than Bitcoin. Hex is better than Bitcoin. Did I mention that Hex is better than Bitcoin?
I'm trying to find the outro video, but I have no idea where it is. So I guess I will just oh, there it is. Oh no, that's CZ and SK stream outro. Man, shout out to CZ and SK. You guys have a good bit of production stuff here in the wow, worldwide marketing, citizens crypto intro, new chat and punk intro. Oh, that's interesting. There's a 4-minute discourse syndicate timer intro. Discourse syndicate, old chatting. Man, this is just oh, Zelda Majora's Mask Pirate Fortress. Metal the only. Stolen intro export. What is this? Oh, that's the other intro thing. Ah! Oh, we've got Mr. Duraj inviting freedom. Check this out, guys.
Inviting freedom, freedom, freedom.
Hexagons are the best.
It's really
Oh no! Hexo found crumbs on the mic. Oh geez. Why is there no outro video? All right, guys. I have no clue. No clue what to do for the outro video. So oh man, I can't switch it to I cannot switch it to Degen Roundtable. But I could probably upload the Degen Roundtable outro video. Let me see if I can do that. You guys deserve a good, fancy, and awesome outro video. So I got to go and click on production for the Degen Roundtable. Whiskey Wednesday intro, Whiskey Wednesday slow, sound effects, thumbnails, profiles. Man, I don't even have the Degen Roundtable outro on my own computer. So I guess we're just gonna figure it out. I'll read these last four these last four chats and then there's we go. So Mr. Siegewell says, hope to check out your Degen Roundtable. Thank you for the stream. Oh, I appreciate it, broski. For those of you guys that are looking for the Degen Roundtable, you can find us in two places. I guess three places. We're on Twitter as well, but youtube.com/@ Degen Roundtable. That's where we stream from. I suppose I can pull up all my copywriting and stuff. So let's take a look at this. So we've got our Telegram, DRT join now. If you guys want to go be a member of the Degen Roundtable Telegram, it's t.me/DRT join now. So that's the super easy way to get onto the Degen Roundtable Telegram. If you guys want to watch a stream, we stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. On Wednesday, we interview guests, we talk to people, we have drinks. It's relaxed, it's chill. On Fridays, we do book club. So Zenith and I, as I had mentioned earlier on in the stream, we cover whatever book we've been thinking about for the last week, and we read a book, and then we talk about it for 2 hours, and then the Discourse Syndicate starts. Again, all this stuff starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. So Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. On Sunday, we do our news show where the Degen Roundtable we scrape together some headlines and some articles and some things that we think are cool, whether it's like macro events or whether it's stuff going on in Hexaco or whether it's like general crypto news or stuff like that. That's what we cover on the Degen Roundtable. So Wednesdays are for friends, Fridays are for school, and then Sundays are for crypto weekly news. And that's basically how it goes. Outro is the ocean one you selected. Oh, outro is the ocean one I select. Okay, cool beans. I'll have to click that. I thought that was the intro. Okay, there we go. Yes, so I appreciate you wanted to check out the Degen Roundtable. Again, youtube.com/@ Degen Roundtable, spelled exactly like it's spelled right here. You can't miss it. I think we got like 1,400 subscribers or something. So it should pop up in YouTube if you just search the term Degen Roundtable. And yeah, it's a fun time. And I'm the host and producer over there. Zenith hosts and produces sometimes. And we have some other folks as well that do some cool things. So thank you guys. I appreciate you too, Susie Q. much love to everybody. Much love to you guys. The Ocean one, excellent. Oh, thank you, Susie. Apparently, I can sing. I I I don't always I don't try to sing very often, but thank you, Susie. And it's good to see you. Good night to you too, Mrs. Lunacy Point. So I want to thank you all for spending your valued belt. I'm going to read the Degen Roundtable end of show copywriting, and I just butchered it. Oh man! First thing I have to do is I have to get my trigger finger ready on the old outro. Where did it go? Oh, the ocean one. Is this? Yep, that's it. All right, sweet. So oh, I gotta bring the comment down. Goodness sakes. It's like it's my first time producing, guys. What am I doing here? All right. This is my first time driving the ship on the Discourse Syndicate. So there we go. All right. So I have some copywriting that I read at the end of every Degen Roundtable show. So I want to thank you for spending your valuable time with us here on the FN Hangout Discourse Syndicate. As Agent J of the D10 Roundtable often says, we know that time is your most wow, my watch is on that way. We know that time is your most valuable asset, and we appreciate you investing it right here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Will Stevenson, but more importantly, you have been watching the Discourse Syndicate. Ladies and gentlemen, oh no, Mr. Producer, go ahead. Man, I am just butchering my copywriting. It's probably because I'm nervous and I'm on a different streamy thing. There we go. Now I've got it up on my screen so I can read it and click the button at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Will Stevenson, but more importantly, you have been watching the Discourse Syndicate. Mr. Producer, that's me. Go ahead and get that trigger finger ready because it's time to remind all the folks at home to remember to degen responsibly.